We got this stream ready, by the way. I sat down at 9:25. Can we just talk about how inspiring that is? Heated some food up, got the stream set up. I was live at 9:30, brother. I was zooming. I don't know about all these other fancy streamers, but I keep it simple. And it's paying off. We were ready before they're ready, which was a shock to me. Yo, HEB, so true. Glucose in 4, some are saying? How's the music volume, by the way? Is it louder than me? Am I louder? Can you hear it? A lot of questions. Every time I play a different YouTube video, I gotta like figure out where their sweet spot is. Seems loud in my ears right now, but seems okay on my sound mixer. Good? Okay, cool. Thank you. I think everyone is saying it though, to be honest with you. I know you're worried about the, well, I don't know if worried's the right word. You mentioned the no scrim thing. That seemed to be a concern for you. I honestly, I don't rate that too highly on my list of concerns. Did you guys pre-game scrim? If you did, that's all you need, really. I just look at the team. It's like Kevin, or excuse me, Kelvin. He's Kevin on Discord. Poet. I mean, not to shade you and Mania. You actually played pretty well on offense last week. But they are, I think those two are really good. And that Mania had a really good series last week too. I mean, you're all playing well. Looks like we're just waiting on one player for HGB. Irony's still in waiting. You have a 9 to 10 a.m. one-on-one? Are you, you're in the office, right? Or is it one of those you wake up in pajamas and do your one-on-one over Zoom or something? Alright, good luck. See you. Thanks for adding to the viewership. Really helps my end of year income. Looks like we got 4 on each side here. So I think we're gonna get started. Huge matchup. Huge, huge, huge. Kelvin, my Venmo is at C-H-69. You just send money until the stream shuts down. I won't tell you how much it is. Alright, looks like HEB is readied up. So we should get started here. Good luck, Kelvin. And we're underway. Game 1 of your first of 2 Foci 4 matchups. How exciting is that? Yelpa with the big one on Thursday. That'll be good for viewership. He was talking this earlier today in one of the discussion channels about how Tuesday streams are big for numbers. So true, by the way. Respect him so much for doing that. He said he had intentionally scheduled it for viewership, which I love. I'm telling you, I don't think this was part of my CRC proposal when I last served, but man, and I know it's hard to coordinate, I would love a single non-standard game day game. And if minors did that, gosh, it'd make minors so hyped, dude. Like, just a little Tuesday night, two teams play Tuesday night every week. They'd be the only match on that night. Oh, the viewing numbers would be awesome, the hype would be awesome. And it's a little homage to the A-team, right? Because a lot of these players would have been A-team in prior seasons. Although I think actually the quality is pretty good. Has been fairly good. But obviously that divide doesn't exist anymore. Alright, first round of power-ups coming up. Enough talk about Tuesday Night Tag Pro. Admania, a beautiful boost as pups come up. And interesting to see, so Glucose Spike loses both of them. That's not something you would normally... that's not what you think of when you think Glucose Spike. As Russ will capitalize with that tag, looking to get another, and they will. So it ends up being the wrong decision for Glucose, maybe overcommitting to the cap while pups are up and not actually fighting for the pups themselves, so they give up 2 on the counter. But yeah, not like with Cell on the team. Poet's a great pup getter. And Mania, again, talk about his performance last week, had a couple of really nice pup wins. As Omni brings in another Irony huge block, and I mean, quickly it's gone to a 3-1 lead for HEB. As here comes Kelvin now, he's passed a bunch. Oh, no! Oh, he got it! Why did he go straight in? Brother, I know you can't see, I think, right? You can't see, or at least it's hard to see. You maybe you see it as you come onto the boost, but man, just boost right in. The comm's got to be good. As here we go, tag for both sides, so better pup round for Glucose. Oh, Irony almost hits that snipe, was returned for cap. Still is kind of for both teams. Irony will get ahead now, so HEB in position to play OD. Admania, nice patience, knowing that boost is spawning. It gets around the OD briefly. I think it's going to end here. No, somehow still alive, but Kelvin probably could have held that block. Did not. And Admania returns. Here we go, pups in another 10 seconds. Fairly frenetic pace of play so far, which I'm enjoying. I complained on past streams about how Moonbase has the potential to be grindy nowadays. We've certainly not felt that so far. Power-ups making doing a lot of work there. As someone just spiked themselves top right corner, Poet with the juice. Brutal. And Mania, love the attempt, can't hit the snipe though. Squeeb doing her best to get by Squeeb. Squeeb doing a nice job containing there. They will track that down, that return. Kelvin trying to play games with Irony, he's not having any of it. My motto is, because nothing feels worse than when you try to like hesitate and slow down and it just makes it a super easy snipe for the other team. As Omni wisely bats out here. I always just say, like, make one move. It's like football. You make one move and you go. Like, all this, like, hesitating and stutter stepping, it just kills you. As here comes Cell, the boost will spawn, and they're gonna cap it. And I mean, just like that, in about a 2.5 minute span, they've tied it up at 3 after being down 3-1. And I believe they'd split those pups again. So doing a better job on pups as the game goes on. Yeah, very high-paced game so far. Neither side, I'd say, really doing a great job. Ooh, nice job. Nice boost from Russ. The Flaccid. Oh, Cell able to boost in and save it. Admania was looking for a handoff, and they didn't time it right. So instead of being out pass 2, it was suddenly a pass 3 for HGB, and they couldn't convert. So here we go. Big tag pro down low. Don't know who wins that. Squeeb's going to pick it up. Kelvin will get that top up at 54. Let's keep that in mind. As Cell do it. Oh my gosh, lives. Is it going to be enough? The bomb's there. Oh, but they can't get to it. And Russ will cap it. So Tag Pro is a big part of HEB's success this game. They've capped 3 times off of 2 Tag Pros, if I'm not mistaken. And 2 Tag Pros up next pup round, so it's going to be a priority for Glucose Spike, you would think. As HGB's proven they can be dangerous, should they get one. Admania, nice boost to get out of base, boost grab, whatever you want to call that. And here we go on the tags, and like this for Glucose, they should be able to apply some pressure here, and they will win both, as that top pup will drift to 3. The double tag combo, and there's a lot of kills coming through. Now, can they get the return? Russ camping the bomb. They got to clear him off it soon. They will get the kill and the cap. And they very well, yes, they will get another. So they get their own 2 cap swing off of the Tag Pro. And now Glucose in the lead for the, I think this is the first time since that first cap, right? So since like the 9th minute of the game, they find themselves back in the lead 5-4. Lots of action. Oh, almost had another Poet, couldn't get Omni. Oh. Kelvin, lucky, I guess he knew the boost was there, so not lucky, perhaps. Oh, wait, what happened there? A weird bomb. And they lose the pup. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Poet got bombed out of base somehow, and then sells them the power up, and suddenly they're out past a bunch. Weird sequence. Oh, but now these returns are coming through, and they're gonna get it right back. Oh, what a banger, dude. 11 combined caps, still 2.5 left to play. I mean, power-ups, again, certainly have played a big part in it, but look at those last 2 caps. Power-ups not to blame there. Cell and Admania trying to time up those boosts. Not quite. I mean, it was definitely there. As Admania using that back portal boost again and gets out again with it. So, oh my god, no way! They went to go fight for the tag, I think, and Russ, I don't know what happened there. Oh, but Admania caps it. HGB ends up with a tag, but man, that's brutal. Cell 1-on-1 does not want to force the issue. I would have tried the nub there. Wait, anti, potentially? Bomb, potentially? Russ out. Would have been the dagger for Glucose. They can't quite convert, and now a chance potentially for Russ on the other side. Kelvin reading it well, and now Kelvin's out. Squeeb able to get a grab, and now, oh, Cell, a big boost, shuts him down. Oh, a massive return from Cell. Would have been a great chance. Did Russ mess up? I don't know. Hard to say. I don't know where Omni was going, but Russ, I mean, ended up not in the right position, but maybe he expected to have another OD partner with him. Hard to say. As the tag for Glucose Spike will almost assuredly seal this game 1 for Glucose. Can they cap this? Not quite. Well, now the tag pro's out. Let's see if Poet can hold. Still, I mean, 25 seconds, not the end of the world. It's going to be really hard because Omni's probably... No, not dead. But, I mean, Poet's walking around 3 people. I mean, he evaded 3 people for about 15 seconds. What can Omni get done? Nothing is the answer, and 5 seconds left to go here in game 1. And Glucose Spike will take an absolute barn burner, 7-5. Great first game. Gosh, I hope every game's like this. Pups ended up about even. 10-8 in favor of HCB. I believe we get, yes, we do get a seed in next. So potential for some more excitement. If my volume's too loud, let me know. That was, I mean, that was a fun game 1, dude. I mean, at some point, someone's got to play defense, but maybe not. Maybe Glucose just wants to win every game 7-5. All right, here we go. Game 2. Love the quick intermissions.
Your data is more valuable than gold to hackers.
Oh, my data is more valuable than something.
And private messages to the...
All right, I'm up in the corner. We're in good shape. I won't type anything. I was gonna say something mean, but we're better than that. So, nice first grab at Mania, a great gate and a block to get her out. And Omni can't connect on the boost, and quick first cap here for Glucose. See if it's a repeat of game 2 and see if they give up 3 unanswered. Or excuse me, game 1. Wait, Poet's left! There's power play! They're not grabbing! Alright, they do finally... Poet's still kind of weird. He boosted right into him, dude! Is that maybe the GOAT? Is he? I mean, how do you not calm that? There's spit all over my monitor now. Great boost from Irony. Cell stuck on the pup, and Cell won't even win it. Poet does pick up the rolling bomb, but it was the cap for HGB and the tag. We saw last game how deadly they are with the tag pro. Both teams are, really. See if they can convert once again. Omni doing his best to stay alive here, but Glucose able to wait out the tag this time around. Irony picking up the return on Kelvin. Yelpa, thank you for the added commentary, you're right. I don't know if you can hear those cap sounds, but that was Yelpa calling an Omni cap, I assume. So here comes Omni again, and it is looking a little like game 1 here. I hate to say it. As here we go in Pups again. Tag Pro up for grabs. Oh, it's just a bunch of flaccid grabs. Bo doesn't know where he's going! He was trying to bait the tag, I think, and then like, whip at the flag, whip at the tag, and Irony just freaking walked him down. Oh my gosh. Make a decision. Here comes Kelvin now, his tag pro expired, so taking the grab. This rust contained bottom of blue base. See what Kelvin's got in the playbook, and Not a whole lot. Oh, nice attempt from Squeeb. See if he can connect on this second boost here. No need, as Russ will get that return. Another big tag pro up on the left side, and it will be Squeeb's to win. Probably closer than it should have been, as Kelvin picks up a rolling bomb on that right side. 54. Again, let's keep track of that. Not sure what Squeeb and Omni are doing there, but Squeeb managing to kill absolutely no one before killing two and himself. Handoff, handoff, handoff! Oh, Poet's too fast, dude. Rush will take the spike in lieu of giving Poet the stat. Always respectable. So here comes Russ now out of base at Mania. Same thing on the other side. We'll touch tile for a moment, but no return coming. So Omni, I think, decided not to grab. I guess the right move there, as he will finally get a grab now. Oh, it pulls the hezzy on Kelvin. And Mania's stuck flat-footed, and if he hit the boost, I think he caps it, but instead they get absolutely nothing. Here's a tag pro for Russ, though. See what they can do. And oh, he just boosted the cell. I think no reason to boost there, right? Am I crazy? Oh, that should have been a cap for HEB, but instead we stay at 2-1. Oh, nice grab from Russ. You don't say that too often. So here we go, power up that again. That Tad's late. Squeeb knows it, and he misses the grab. So unlucky. They'll lose the tag, and Squeeb super delayed on the grab itself. His Poet's still rolling in tat. Kelvin will get the return, and Poet will tie this game up at 2. It's at Mania, nice grab with the dying seconds of his tag pro. Ooh, Russ almost gets the pop, but Kelvin lives. So, chance to be past 2 here. Instead, we won't comment on that. Omni, a chance? No, not a chance. I was optimistic. We'll call that an intentional death from Admania. They give Kelvin the grab. And Kelvin's making use of it so far. Was able to get the tile briefly. Oh, but now here's Irony. Past a few. No pressure from the GCS chasers, though. I love that boost from Squeeb, I think. Trust, trust, trust! Oh, imagine. Oh, imagine. Oh, a great bump grab from Russ? Is that 2 straight grabs? 2 good grabs? That's unbelievable. Squeeb pups her up, trying to force it in. Can't get there in time, though. Looks to be a tag split. Poet? Yeah, Poet wants to take the death here. This favors Glucose. See if they can actually convert. They cannot. Squeeb some nice work up top. There is no kissing in competitive. I believe this is season 3 of No Kiss. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. God willing, we'll get boosting JJ at I believe we decided 50% was pretty good, boosting JJ next season. Tag Pro, picked up by Squeeb. Glucose will respond with the juice. See what Poet and company can do to play around this Tag Pro here. Cell grabbing, probably not the wisest. Let me ask you something. Squeeb the worst Tag Pro user ever? Is that a hot take? Because I've watched he and Omni like really screw up 2 leads this game. Oh wait, Cell! Just watched by Russ! Oh my goodness, Squeeb saved it. Russ was just so flat-footed. Cell walked right by him. Oh, and Squeeb with the assist. It was a cap too. So here we go in Pups against Cell v Russ. Irony, yeah, not opting to fight. Oh, and Russ is gonna win the battle somehow. That's a huge win. Oh, and Irony picks up the other. The defuse by Russ is good, and Omni will bring in a 3rd cap in the game for HEB. 42 seconds left. See if HEB can get on the board here in game 2. Now remember, clutch time is a factor here. So as long as Glucose Spike has a grab as time expires, well, it's a moot point now, as Russ will bring in another. It's 4-2 with 17 seconds to play. Almost, I don't want to jinx it yet, I would say almost assuredly a HEB win to tie this series at 1 game apiece. And with time ticking down, that'll be the case, as HEB will take game 2, 4-2. Thank you for the follow. I feel like I'd embarrass myself. How did I say your name? Sha.who? I did not count the flaccid, so thank you, Yelpa, for counting them. A quick ready from Poet. He's ready to go home, whatever the result. You know, kind of a bummer that we get the more exciting maps out of the way early. Oak and Centenaria, not a huge fan of as we get late in the series. So maybe we get lucky and this thing ends in 5. Though I don't hate an Audacity Game 7. Good series so far though. Chat, what's our game 3 prediction? I would put Beast Mode or ASAP or Yelpa if you want to put a poll up. Maybe a winner of game 3 or something fun like that. You're welcome to. Hey, Beast, anything you're willing to give to this channel, I appreciate. So if that's chat moderation, I am thankful for it. As let me relocate myself. Game 3 underway. Some are calling this the pivotal game of this series. The series may hinge on this game 3. Can I just say, I've talked him up, both in game 1 and game 2 a little, but man, Admania has been so improved. Like, he's looked so good the games that I've watched. I mean, look at that cap! Come on, dude! Beautiful! I mean, he was not making those plays even last season. He's gotten so much better. The grind has been fantastic. I remember when he got traded, he came on the nightcap and talked about how he wanted to grind the rest of the season and improve. And I guess he was on LST, right? Wanted to show them that they were wrong to trade him away, and he's done that. As it's a tag pro for Irony and HGB, Omni rolling on flag. Good capping chance here, and they will convert. So 1-1. Again, off power-ups. Game 2 was maybe more of a wash, but still kind of feels like HGB's been somewhat power-up dependent. I don't think that's unfair. Now, they've been good at winning them, which is certainly a prerequisite. Two Juices up next. We'll start the Rust tracker one more time. Yeah, he'll get walked down. That's that's more familiar. Wait, Omni just boost straight in. He was blocked out. Is he gonna not cap this? Oh my god! And they lose both juices. Oh no, Poets! Oh, he's not out! Oh, come on. Alright, Cell's got the comms up for the tag. I'm telling you, I need a second monitor. But I think then I'd have to get like an HDMI splitter or something, and that's a whole thing. But right now I'm just looking at my phone for chat. It's not optimal. So here we go, big fight for this bottom tag pro. See who wins this. It's a big mess. Cell gonna pick it up. I think Kelvin might win that rolling bomb. I don't know. No, Russ is gonna come take it. Instantly diffused, instantly returned. Unlucky. Sack play potential? No. They will just run in the cell and die a bunch, and she'll be out past 4 as a result, and she'll cap it, and Glucose Spike will restore their 1 cap lead. I understand, but the killing yourself on the tag, you're going for the sack. But when your FC is about 3 miles away, and you're just ramming yourself multiple times into the tag pro, and you should know that it's firing soon, what are we doing? So here we go in Pups once again. Pope gonna pick up that tag for Glucose. Rolling bomb for Irony, as I kind of missed what happened down low, but it looks like a bunch of people just died. See if Omni gets in front of Admania. I think Irony's in a tough spot. He is. Oh, and Squeeb from behind. Huge return to keep this lead at 1. Squeeb just hold left. He will. I've always said that no one holds left quite as well as Squeeb does. Russ, yeah, we'll throw that block. Oh my gosh, Omni was a great move, but no help from Russ, I think. I think he dies anyway, but he could have killed Kelvin. But he ends up with the tag, so not all bad. See if they can set this lead up. currently Russ competing with Squeeb for worst tag pro lead in the game. They'll get this thing kind of set up, still kind of funky here. Oh, the bomb ends up killing, who was that? Kills that Mania. Russ picking up another return. Omni can't be in front of Kelvin, however. And Irony continuing the hold. As it's returned for Cap briefly for Kelvin, but no pressure on Irony. And Russ continuing to play anti for Glucose. Oh, the sit still from Irony is so good. It's so good. Oh, that's my favorite kind of juke, man. You just sit down, they don't know what to do. Squeeb living, dying. Omni wants to go 2 here. We will go 2. Chance to cap it, but still in a good position. And it's a pup sweep. Russ can't hit the snipe. Irony's got to live forever. Oh, and Omni's going to kill both of them! Oh my goodness! The boost from Omni, ill-advised, to say the least, and it's 3-1 Glucose. I think Irony was fine if he didn't take, if Omni didn't take that boost. Oh, and Mania's gonna bring in another. Oh, Irony took that boost. He was out of position, and Mania just walks it in. Here's a counter chance for Russ, but Glucose is just too fast. Irony, that's a beautiful grab. Can't get by Kelvin, though. Kelvin's played particularly well himself. As that Mania, great position on that top tag. Poet should come to clean it up, and he will. So we'll split the tads here so you can get the advantage. Another sack play, potentially, after the last one didn't work out. They tried it. And it may end up costing them once again. Oh my gosh, it is going to cost them. Oh my god, Russ, the grab was horrendous. I guess he didn't know when his tag was running out. He thought he was going to get the kill in Admania. But Admania played that perfect. Three on OD in front of Omni, and he'll get shut down. Can't leave boost for defenders. It's hard sometimes, but that's one of the biggest rules of flag carrying. Do not leave your chasers map elements that are an immediate danger to you. Sometimes easier said than done. As Squeeb almost makes a beautiful play with that bomb, couldn't quite connect. And it's going to be a rolling bomb and a tag as the rolling diffused. And Russ and Omni not on the same page at all. They go different directions. I don't understand it. Omni with the kill can then get one back. They will. So a 3-cap lead for Glucose with a minute and a half left to go. Tough to overcome, especially when they bring it back to 4. So we're back to a 4-cap lead here for Glucose, and that should be game 3. Two more, could be. We get game 4 Sardonica next, which should be fun. If anything, if these first 3 games are any indication about the pace of play, which I guess is fairly determinative at this point. Yeah, I think Sardonica is going to be another banger. So looking forward to that as we'll get into the final seconds of game 3. Still 4 caps, the deficit. Big game from Admania. 3 caps. Trying to sneak in one more as time will expire. He will not. And Irony gets the momentum grab, but HGB's got some work to do as they head into game 4. They're down 2 games to 1. Upset alert? Question mark? Kelvin in a big game himself, 19 returns, so. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Omni. You certainly can't win games if you're HEB. Like, I'm not saying Omni has to play perfect, because, like, his teammates aren't horrible, right? Like, Irony, I think they're all capable of being great, particularly Irony. But, like, if you're Omni, you can't make the mistakes that you made this game. Like, you can't miss the easy stuff. And I think he missed some easy stuff in Game 3, and it's not going to work. Balatro, fun game, so I understand that. These teams are 2 and 3. You're not crazy. I don't know when you played them, Tinder, but Glucose Spike did pick up Kelvin and as a majors drop. Oh, a nice little subtext to this series. I believe Irony was their drop when they picked up Kelvin. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, and then HEB obviously picked up Irony during that process and added Rust through trade. So they've made some moves to upgrade their rosters. Both teams had. As we'll get into Game 4 here. Sardonica is I can be on the left side, right? Yeah. My scoreboard isn't perfect. Alright, it's still not perfect, but it's better. Jarvis, low-key. Like, is it a shot that he's bullying people at poker? Our little tag pro captain is growing up right before our eyes. He almost got laid a couple weekends ago, if I remember right. So I mean, big moves from Jarvis recently. Oh, they're off the gate. Omni, can you cap it? I guess not. There's a small window there, I felt like. Oh, they're not watching handoff. What the? Albania's out past him. Oh no.
Hey.
Hey. Sorry. Wife's home. As pups are being fought for, and it'll be a split. I think every game this series has been roughly split here, so we'd have to look at the TAD distributions, but those have felt fairly even as well outside of Game 1. So I think it's been fairly even overall. As here comes Russ. Oh, great grab. Oh my goodness gracious. Hard to blame him for that, but that's brutal. A free lane to flag and misses it wide right. Cell curling around the blots and she'll finish. 1-0 GCS. She's not interested in commentating, nor showing herself on camera, and I think I would also not like to show her on camera. Dotsing myself, my face is enough. I don't think we need to dots her as well. As that Mania can bring in the cap, well done, off of the rolling bomb. Tag Pro for Omni didn't do a whole lot to stop that. Squeeb Poet opts not to bump him there. I think they could have. Oh my goodness, are you kidding? Imagine Scream caps that, dude. You know, as crazy as it sounds, I almost think Omni would be like better served to like have some of that energy. Like I saw it on a play earlier this game. I didn't say anything about it. It almost feels like Omni's he's playing a little like hesitant. Like almost like he needs Squeeb's kind of like effing energy a little bit. Does that make any sense? Am I crazy? Like it's almost like I think he's made a couple mistakes like we talked about, and now he's like a little unsure of himself. I mean, I'm totally like speculating here, but all I can do is talk about what I see. And he looks scared. I mean, he looks scared right now. You see that bomb? That's a scared bomb if I've ever seen one. Squeeb knows how deep play. I will say, so a lot of time left, right? So don't want to count out HGB here in Game 4 quite yet, but let's proceed with the premise that GCS takes Game 4 and they take the 3-1 lead. I know people in Tag Pro, like obviously the 3-1 lead, a lot of Tag Pro teams have overcome that. Oh, kind of funky. Kelvin caps it. But I think people like overlook why, and I really think it's because when you get later into the pick bans, like I think pick ban matters so much more than like people think it does. And like as we get later into these pick bans, like suddenly all these maps that you were better at and winning on, and that the vibe just completely switches. And now maybe in game 5 you play a map that you're not as confident on and you lose, right? And then now suddenly the series is 3-2 and the other team's like feeling themselves a little bit, and now maybe game 6 is another map that you really didn't want to play, and now suddenly it's 3-3 and they're like, oh my god, I'm about to throw the series, and then game 7's anyone's game, right? I don't know, I just if HEB, you know, loses game, go to 3-1, not the end of the world. Like, it's a huge vibe switch as we get to game 5, because we're playing Oak, and then Centenario is game 6. I mean, completely different pace of play from really these first 4 maps. I mean, you had Moonbase, Aceta, now Sardonica, game 3. Is escaping me right now for some reason. But like, I see a world in where HEB wins game 5 and the map maybe favors them a little bit, and then it's 3-2, and who knows? I have not really paid attention to the game, so I apologize. But 4-0, what do you want me to do? I mean, these Tag Pro leads are criminal, dude. Somehow Omni's always involved. We've talked about Omni. I don't want to beat him up too bad. But, like, Russ isn't following him. They're not on the same page at all. Squeeb's had a couple bad leads. They're... You know, and it was really good game 1. They capped, we talked, I think, they had 3 caps off 2 tags in game 1. And then suddenly, it's like they'd never seen a Tag Pro before. It's crazy. I mean, definitely sloppy is the way to put it. I mean, not that I'm like a great Tag Pro League guy, but man, it has not been good. And I mean, that's just comms and paying attention to detail. Like, And I would give them some more credit if GCS were making these insane plays to get around the tag, but they're not. I mean, it's just simple. This Poet will bring in another. And GCS pouring it on. Now I know, trying to think about how the HEB mentals are. We talked about Omni. Seems like he's playing a little more hesitant. Don't know how Irony does tilt-wise. When I scrimmed with them, I actually found Irony fairly pleasant. I hadn't really played with them before. Russ, I think, has admitted that he can tilt, but like in the I get quiet kind of tilt, which honestly does more harm than I think you think it does. So now if you're HEB again, it's you throw this one away. You throw this one away, and Oak is a big switch as far as map pace in Game 5. And if they can pull out a win there, I think the confidence is back, and the maps, I'll have to check. I think the maps continue to be fairly, slower than these first 4 games. And if that's what favors HEB, they got a shot at it. Just obviously no room for error. Yeah, Poet's sound is on. Russ's sound is on. I've heard Irony. I've heard Omni. Now, you might not be able to hear them, but I have heard them. So, a few of these people have them. So true. Legends are born. Now, I'll say some of the luster has kind of fallen off. I think, like, 3-1 leads have been so... I wouldn't say it's common that people come back from them, but certainly I think at a higher clip than, like, most other... Oh my gosh, Poe, what a spawn. Like, at a higher clip than, like, other esports or professional sports. Certainly Tag Pro teams have a penchant for coming back from 3-1 deficits, but... So maybe the legend part of it's a little bit diminished, but it's certainly fun anytime you see it happen. Yeah, so Sale was telling me pre-game that she's seen HEB on, I think, just about every night of the week, and that Good Ghost hadn't scrimmed essentially until pre-game today. So give Beast some credit. I know he's been at the forefront of this. No scrims, kind of keeping the vibes chill. A little pre-game to get loose. That might be all you need. Looks like GCS needs a water break. Poet says Kelvin's dehydrated from yelling at everyone. Another question for the chat. Is that the worst kind of group chat? Like when the team that's beating you 3-1, like, makes a self-deprecating comment, like Kelvin has to yell at all of us when they're up 3-1. Like, is that not the worst kind of group chat? Like, not to denigrate Dope here on the bid stage, but like when Dope was like big into chatting during games, they don't really do it anymore. At least not that I've seen. But that was always the worst too. When they did something, when they were like, I always remember, what season was it? Season 9. Dope's team beat mine. I think they swept us actually. And I was sitting in our Mumble channel, and Dope came by and talked about, he like shared a clip from the game, and was like, "Wasn't this such a great cap I had on you guys?" Oh, it's the worst. Yes, pity comment. That's the succinct way to put it. Admania follows up that comment, by the way, with "He's a meanie pants." I agree. An hour is too long. For a 7-game series, like, I know you want to scramble all 7. You can't. I think you get 5 in, to be honest. Like, I always try to schedule scrims 45 minutes beforehand, and you end up actually playing. You don't actually play 45 minutes. Semi-reverse orders you have on map 1? Sure. Whatever. And also, to your point, and maybe this also contributes to the 3-1 thing. If you're scrimming for an hour pregame, and then you play, and now you're in game 6, and now you've played for another hour, that can weigh on you, certainly. Like, I take your point, PK, but also I don't really think it matters all that much. But I take your point. Yeah, 2 hours is hard, man. But that's kind of why I like the best of 7 format. Although, to be fair, that's not like old format best of 3 2 halves. You could also, I guess mats would be less tag pro, because you'd have 60 minutes depending on an overtime, but versus 70. But I don't know. I like the best of 7 because it can be such a grind. I think it makes it more more worth it, more entertaining. I think he's getting a cup of water, not milk. I did not tell. It was not 3 months. I don't think. Alright, looks like teams are ready. Or at least, yes, we are launching here. Maybe there was an associated bathroom break along with the water. I'm gonna move chat, so bear with me as you guys move. Alright. Major game 5 here. Huge playoff implications. A chance for, let's put this in the proper context. Glucose potentially to the Mooper should they win this game. So, huge game 5, obviously. See if they can finish the job here. Again, we talked about it. I think Professor Oak, a little slower. Although there's, it's very Audacity-esque, actually, now that I'm looking at it zoomed out. Which can be both slow and fast, I guess. Because those mid boosts are so powerful. That's why I say that. Depending on whether they're up and who's using them, it can feel slow or it can feel fairly fast. From what I've played in pubs, you're less visible than Audacity, I think, if that makes any sense. So I feel a little bit better about walking through mid than I do on Audacity. As here comes Omni, first cap of the game for HGB, and that's a welcome sign for them as they'll pick up both pups as well. Some flacids for Glucose, but Squeeb can't take the boost away from Cell. And Kelvin's going to pick up the OD return. Juice on Reef for Russ, it's going to expire in 2 seconds, so does he make a move with it? He'll circle back instead. Yeah, it's a tough, hard. I don't know. It's hard to go back. Oh my gosh, that Mania's just outpassed everyone. What in the world? And he'll tie it. That you can't have that happen. Oh, I was going to say about Rust that hard to bring it back to base. I mean, on any map, that's like a cardinal sin. But man, these maps with these mid boosts, I mean, you're just getting yourself killed by walking back like that. As regrab from Poet is with a rolling, and he'll cap it. So after giving up the first cap of the game, Glucose come back with 2 straight, and they'll take the lead. Russ trying to get top side. Nice little bump from Irony. He's oh my gosh, it's a disaster. Oh my god. Oh no. What a way for Harlem season to end. I know I'm calling it early, but what a way for it to end. Oh, it's another one. Oh, it's so over, dude. You know, I was talking a good game, I felt like, for HEB to make a case for the comeback. It's so grim. Oh my gosh, and Cell off the corner gets another. Oh, you're kidding. Man, this Glucose team is hot right now. I have no permission to listen in, so I will not be. But I need to bring that back. That's something that's been missing from the community for a long time. Every time someone brings it up, I say I need to bring it back, and I never remember to. So. Oh my god. We still got 5 minutes left, guys. Yeah, Victor Messi on the block. Water. Was that the worst roster move of your season? Keeping Victor Messi? Could be. It's in the conversation. I will not go in without asking. Don't know if you know this. Oh, Irony brings in the cap. Okay. Don't know if you know this, but I've got a fairly positive reputation in this community. And if I start going into people's VCs without asking, that won't last for much longer. Usually comms, where can I come? That's actually, I don't know if you're saying that's a bad comm. It's not a horrible comm. Although I'll be frank with you, I'll usually say, can I come the direction I want to? And then when they say no, I'll come that direction anyway. But I don't think that's a horrible comm if that's what you're saying. Yeah. My heel turn was that, like, 2 days I fought with Inspire and Major's discussion. That was my heel turn. By the way, refined. What are you talking about? The nightcap is not. Its purpose is not drama fuel. Okay. Yes, the final boss. How many of those have you won again? 3? 2? Well, if it's the outcome, it is what it is. I don't hate the ratings that I get because of it. I'll admit to that much. There is a chance, by the way. I've been kind of not paying attention, but it's a 3-cap deficit. Now, losing the tag, losing both pups, I think you jinxed it. Because it's back to being over. Now, I guess if I were to join a VC without permission, I would join Glucose to see if Cell's talking. Wait a minute where it's back to 3. She's always unmuted, and she used to be muted all the time. So like I've always wondered if she's just hiding and only comms selectively. But then I feel like someone would have said something about it by now. Cassie TP, how are you? Welcome. Oh, it's Squeeb, that's a big save. They get the tag. All right. I'm not saying they have a chance. Russ has to get that return. He has to get that return. Like that's not the reason they're going to lose this series in this game, but you have to get that return. Oh my god. And back to 4 caps, seems impossible. And if you're Glucose, man, whoever makes it out of that other series on Thursday, I feel pretty good. Like I love the Revolutions. And if they have Carl playing for them, I think they are absolutely electric. The King's incredible. Goat, PK. I mean, it's such a great roster. Especially if Carl's there, but... Man, Glucose is playing really well right now. I've streamed them 2 weeks in a row now. They've played great both weeks. They got really good players. The GG from Squeeb, 30 seconds left. He knows. Man, and you gotta think they're in, I don't know, favorite, but they're a strong contender to win next Monday or whenever the game's played. Omni just has DC'd, it appears, and that'll be the final 8-4. Glucose Spike will win the series in 5 games. And they are moving on to the Season 35 Mooper Ball. GG's. I imagine all of you are already watching P-Wings, but I'm going to send you there anyway. So stay tuned for the raid. P-Wings, but I'm going to send you there anyway. Oh. Mute that. Enjoy the major stream. See you next time.